You get on that horse, you better ride.
We ain't here for a long time. We're here for a good time. We ain't here for a long time. We're here for a good time. We ain't here for a long time. We're here for a good time. If you're here for a good time, put your hands up. Now say,
whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Get ready to ride. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Get ready to ride.
wildin' out, fill my cup to the tip. Riding out to Atlantic City. Hard rock, yeah, we opened it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the win. Got 'em. That boy so solid. That's what happened when you come from the bottom. 305, Paradise City, where the girls got big old booties and so pretty. Now shake that thing. Work that thing. Drop that thing. Put your hands up. Now say,
whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Get ready to ride. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Get ready to ride.
Oh yeah, Blake, let's take 'em around the world.
Detroit, Milan, bam-a-lam.
Miami, LA, New York, Dubai.
Dubai, Japan, bam-a-lam.
ATL, Nashville to the
East
shack.
side, west side, bam-a-lam.
I tell the truth, even when I lie.
On the other end, it's the phenom Christian Del Bianco. Of course, that 6-0 record down the regular season stretch a year ago. Into the playoffs he went. As the teams are at center and set to go, blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. As the Warriors in black, Mammoth in white. And it'll be Colorado that comes up with the opening draw here. As a cue once again. Watch there by Beers. The switch off. Oh, corner feed. Over the top shot, didn't get through cleanly. And Del Bianco up with his first possession. And a quick outlet here. Oh, right off the top of the stick of Sherlin Beatties, who shot out of that front gate. For head coach Pat Coyle, Owen Ron up front, Brian Simmons out the back. And a couple of defenders scratched here for Kurt Milosky tonight, and Steph Charbonneau and Remo Shinato. Maybe more transition here. The speedster Simpson. And he'll rocket that one off of Dylan Ward. Here's Lee. By Dilks, he'll switch off. Del Bianco down in the butterfly to make a shoulder stump. Lee will battle for a loose ball with Beers right on him. He'll ride him to the deck. And now everybody over. And they're going to call trapping on that one and give it to the Warriors. There's Ryan Dilks, one defender of the year a couple of years ago now. Or is it Matt Beers behind the play? We were talking about Matt Beers just needing, well, I don't know if he needs them, Brad, but if he gets 8 minutes in penalties, he's going to move into second all-time.
Yeah, he came into this, just like you said, he's 8 points away from Sean Evans for second all-time in penalty minutes, and just, they're getting unsportsmanlike there on the dive. Him and Ryan Lee were mixing it up on their way off the floor.
43% a year ago. Looks like Keegan Ball will be the setup man. Jesse King on the dunk attempt. And we got conflicting calls here, Bradley. So with that in mind, one official signaled goal, the other official signaled crease, and it'll be an automatic review here, I believe. Actually, Sherlin Beatty's not clear that had a foot in the crease.
Crossing the line. No goal.
And
Jason Bishop yelling from the bench. They know what they want to run. They know what their 6-on-5 play looks like. So let's work out the kinks here, not burn a timeout.
McIntosh will push into the middle. Ryan Lee will fire up top to Q, who will send it home. And Q on Q with 3.7 to go on the clock. Opens the scoring here tonight from Rogers Arena, 1-0 Colorado.
Well, we were just talking about how clutch Andrew Q was and why they traded to bring in an offensive threat like him. He can shoot the ball well from the outside and shoots through a lot of traffic. Vela does some dirty work clearing Simpson out of the way, and a lot of bodies in front of Christian Del Bianco with a tough time to track that ball as Q puts it low. And the Mammoth are up 1-0.
Back underway we go, and second quarter. Blow the whistle, Brad. Let's play some lacrosse. I think I missed that to start the quarter. We'll watch their Mammoth. Here's Saris. They'll take their time here with 8 on the shot clock. McIntosh, up top it comes. Malcolm backpedaling, juking, shooting, scores! A bouncer to the top corner and just picked it. Beautiful shot for Will Malcolm, makes it 2-0.
Just flashes of what Will Malcolm has in the arsenal. Happy feet, Able to get Shane Simpson here dancing with them, and then he creates that separation for himself. As you watch the jab step, comes back, gets around high, and that took an awkward bounce too. Might have bobbled off of a stick on the way through. Took a funny bounce, but short side. That's a wicked shot from Malcolm, and his feet gets himself open. 2-0 Colorado. Full defensive minutes and take faceoffs in this league, and Pallotto's going to come help Tim Edwards this season. Found him out of Rutgers, a late round draft pick. They're happy with what he brought to training camp.
Keegan ball, flip it. Curtis Dixon doubled. Sheridan, book it. Well, how about that for your first as a Warrior? Coming on the power play for Ryan Sheridan, set up from Curtis Dixon on a whirling dervish to the goal.
A nice little pirouette in tight right on the doorstep. Sheridan's been waiting a long time for that one. Battled back from a lengthy knee injury, missed the entirety of the season last year with Vancouver. And gets a little airborne, takes a shrug, but how do you get a body that big off ball? Beautiful pass, beautiful finish, and the Warriors cut the lead in half.
Yeah, that's Robert Hope coming to give you a cross check, and I'm not even sure Sheridan felt that. Like, it didn't even move him. This guy and Ryan Lee quarterbacking it all. He's in front, scores! There's vintage Ryan Lee right there.
Alley-oop as he catches this one airborne. What a beautiful grab and finish by Ryan Lee, who comes diving across the crease.
I'm not sure there's anybody better in the game at catching the ball while he's in the air.
Watch
and
this.
finishing.
The take off, finish, and the landing. That's why they call him Flying Ryan for a reason. That is a work of art right there.
Whole game, but I feel like a power play goal here for Vancouver kind of go a long way to their confidence to kind of get going in this game offensively. As ball, King hesitates, shoots, scores! There it is for Jesse King, his first as a Warrior. As he finds the 5-hole on Dylan Ward, as it took 14 seconds on the power play, and Vancouver back within one.
The number one power play player in the National Lacrosse League last year, Jesse King, had 40 points with the man advantage. And he picks up right back where he left off this season. His first as a Warrior. Dylan Ward bites hard on this first fake, opens up. And then it's Jesse King on that second opportunity. You watch the pump fake, and just Ward opened up enough to give Jesse King a nice lane.
Welcome back inside Rogers Arena as we get set for second half action. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. Jake Kelly, Brad Schellner, Hannah Bernard with you. And we're underway in quarter number 3. The Mammoth.
And just dying to get back onto this floor.
Yeah, mind you, I think Vancouver's kind of held their own in the face-off dot here tonight. I expected them to struggle a little bit more than they have here, but they're right around 45-50% tonight. As Dixon with his first as a Warrior.
All the new guys getting accustomed to Rogers Arena. Sheridan, King, now Dixon, everybody finding the back of the net to start for Vancouver.
Usually like to see, or usually see Curtis go with the underhand, or the sever as I like to call it, Bradley, but that time came with the liquid smoke on the overhand.
Yeah, a really different shot for Curtis Dixon.
We'll wait for support to come out and set up the man advantage. We'll go to the point. King creeping in, flip to the, down to the crease, and Charlotte Beatties will jam it in. And for the first time here tonight, Vancouver will take the lead, another power play goal.
And this is an interesting one, because I think if Robert Hope is in the crease like he might have been a year ago, you're defending Charlotte Beatties and he doesn't have that lane. But now these defenders have to stay outside of the crease, respect where the floor is, and Charlotte Beatties finds a wide opening. So I think that's an interesting one. Just Will Malcolm makes it look so effortless. He's so quick, gets the little handoff, and almost like a running back without the girth, just goes for a dart right through the middle of the floor and tucks it home for his second. When he wants to, when he gets that fire in him, Will Malcolm can score at will. He's got 2 tonight. We're tied.
Well, maybe 5 on the shot clock. Got to go quickly here, and Saris with a bit of a misplay, but a delayed call coming here to Vancouver. Is it going to be Shane Simpson on Thomas Vela down near the crease there, as a real kind of penalty-filled game continues here from Vancouver. This time the Warriors off to the penalty box for the first time in the second half.
Vancouver 4 for 6.
Vancouver 22.
Vancouver, all Vancouver's goals have been power play goals.
He's got it. Here's Q. Saris behind the goal now. Around it comes. Q. Saris shooting. Delbianco, a stretching leg stop. A friendly bounce for Cornwall. Trying to join him up there is Dilks. Cornwall will give it to him. Ryan Dilks loads and got a pretty good shot off there that Dylan Ward was able to stop.
Mammoth will set up again, this time lefty strong.
So Dilks scored a beautiful goal in transition last year. A shot to the top corner, short-handed. Q at the point now. Oh, there's a snipe. And Will Malcolm feeling it tonight. He's got another.
There's the hat trick for Malcolm. 3 goals in 3 different ways. The outside bounce shot, the cut through the middle, and now this one outside and hot on the man advantage. First power play goal of the season for Colorado. This one he puts upstairs. And again, you're playing chess, right? He's throwing a couple ones down low, and this time he goes up high on Christian Delbianco, 5-4.
Play. Stay here with Colorado as they have the shots. Dylan Ward starting to creep to the Mammoth goal here, as the penalty time to Connor Knock is about to expire, and that is the reason for that. They'll be well set up on the man advantage, and Knock will be replaced by Dylan Ward back to his goal, saving some time in the shot clock there. Lee, Q, 1-2, Ryan Lee. Up top, Q, backhand flip, here's Malcolm! And make it 4 for number 4.
When you need a goal tonight, the newly minted number 4. Malcolm finding the back of the net at ease. This time it comes on the power play with an outside shot. And he's playing the point.
Buys into when a guy is going and he's hot, feed him the ball and let him cook. And right now, Will Malcolm, 4 out of the 6 here for Colorado. And here they come again, shot wide. Grant a little slow to get up as that ball goes out of play. It's Vancouver possession. 6 to go here in the third quarter, down by 2 once again. In comes Keegan Ball, one-on-one. Hess will open up. Ball will go far side. Charlotte Beatties will fake, take. Big rebound. Oh, where is it? Claridge was stuffed down on the doorstep by Connor Cook.
And mixing up with Cook on the way off the floor, too. Such a thorn in the side of anybody that gets near Connor Cook.
These two spent a little time together late in the summer with the New Westminster Salmon Bellies at the Mann Cup, as Claridge was picked up. Was the MVP of the Western Lacrosse Association this past season. And guess what, Bradley? Delayed penalty. Another penalty call to come. Well, you can wipe that out because Andrew Q has his second of the game.
Follow through. His release is just so smooth. It's a deceptive read on that sidearm. He's got 2 tonight, both 6-on-5, and a 3-goal lead for Colorado.
Talking with Coach Coyle, he has seemingly fit in very well with this Mammoth group here as well. Been a good teammate. He's in unbelievable physical conditions. Here goes Malcolm right to the goal. Make it 5 for Willie Malcolm.
Yeah, the heat check is real.
Vancouver might need a timeout or a quick goalie change spell here, something, because right now the Woolies are starting to run downhill here at Rogers Arena.
It's too easy. Like Malcolm's just slipping through defenders. So slippery. But he burns by Simpson, he burns by Subak. No one can get a real body on him when he's just that quick.
System out of play as far as your offensive flow goes.
No, they're 2 for 5, and Vancouver's 4 for 6. That's 12 penalties have been called in this game. So you're definitely playing not a lot of 5-on-5 lacrosse.
Quick outlet for Simpson. Charlotte Beatties can't get the shot off. Now Ball with it. Again, quiet night for Keegan Ball so far. Here he is again. Shoots, save, Ward, loose ball, Robert Hope.
McIntosh.
we might see him get on the short man unit here next. Hannah, thanks for that. As Charlotte Beatty's trying to wipe out a delayed call, and it's in. As that one caught the elbow of Dylan Ward, but trickles home. And that'll wipe out the penalty call as Vancouver wipes out the Colorado run and gets back within 3. Probably better chowder down there in San Francisco as well, Brad. And you know, like we said off the top, just a bit of a trade of circumstance there for Dylan McIntosh, who makes the move to California and now plays for Denver, and funnily enough, plays against his former club in his first game as a Wolf.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do right by the man and the former teammate. He's followed Kurt Milosky around from Calgary to Vancouver, and they're able to make that deal and get something back in return as well. But Adam Charlotte Beatty's on this shot. Claridge has to make sure he's done the crease. You see him jump back there. Ward makes the initial stop, and that's able to dribble back down into the back of that. Second goal of the game for Charlotte Beatty's, and it's 8-5.
In possession here, we'll slow things down a little bit as we wind down here in quarter 3. Q, the latest goal scorer for Colorado. Take it out wide, look inside, good defense there. Ball still with the Mammoth, however. 2 on the shot clock. Q gonna run out of time as he couldn't get around the defense of Ryan Dilks.
Delbianco just wants to get involved tonight. He's charged out, grabbed the ball a couple times, trying to spark the transition.
Maybe a chance coming for Vancouver. Dixon closed off there. 35-30 your shots on goal in favor of the Mammoth with a 3-goal lead and a moving screen or a push on the back there. And again, Delbianco out of his crease quickly, and we're going to get a delayed game call here on Thomas Vella, who did not put the ball down directly in front of him, Brad. He rolled that ball kind of off into the corner, and you're not allowed to do that.
Power play of the game between these two teams.
Big moments here. Vancouver down 3 late in the quarter here. A power play goal would go a long way to the comeback efforts. Dixon, a riser over top of everything. Can Ball save it? Off to the bench as on comes Dixon, Sheridan, Ball, Jesse King, and Charlotte Beatty's your 5 attackers down to 10. Charlotte Beatty's from goal line extended. Feed to Jesse King. They push into the middle. King up top. Here's Keegan. Ball, a rocket. And that one caught a body. Might have caught Ward as well. And that'll do it for quarter number 3. And Colorado with a 3-goal lead will use the yeoman's share of it, I'm sure. Another penalty call coming here to Vancouver.
If you're going to take a penalty, even if you pretend you don't, but right now none of the players have any idea who's going to be taking this penalty.
I think it might be Dilks, but I would be wrong. It's the captain, Brett Mitsky.
Cross check.
Saris, Q down to the crease. Malcolm cross crease. It comes to McDonald. Whipped on the quick stick. 3 on the shot clock. Nice break up there from Beers. A lob ahead here to Cornwall. It'll run onto this loose ball. Vancouver will try and chew some time off the penalty. Still plenty of time and just down 3 here, but job number 1 is get the kill. Dixon, he's scored plenty of shorthanded goals in his career. As Hope waiting in the middle for a double team. Dixon on the run, scores! That's what Curtis Dixon does right there.
And he does it against the rookie Dylan Hess. What a welcome to the National Lacrosse League moment when Curtis Dixon beats his shorthanded. But he just kind of waits him out, and then all Curtis Dixon needs is that one jab step to get top side. Like, he's on the run. It's a tough angle.
There's only, I'd say, less than a handful of guys in the league that can pull that shot on the run like that.
Oh, one of the best short-handed goal scorers in the history of this league with a wink to the camera.
It's the second time he's done that now. I think there's something to that. He's winking at somebody that's watching at home here, Brett. Beers will give it to Dixon, and Dixon will go for a run. As out of the box comes Brett Mitsky. So a kill there for Vancouver and a shorty to the good as well. That's almost like a bonus goal. As Ball had a little room. Charlotte Beatty's down to King. Flat-footed here as he takes a hack and a whack from Cook. Still King packing the ball. Feet across. Here's Ball with a shot. And we got another penalty call. And is it to Vancouver for holding the stick?
Offensive zone holding penalty to Adam Charlambides.
Wow. Man. Sure, he's tuned in tonight for the Mammoth sideline reporter. There's the shot, save off the stick of McDonald. Nice little kick free to the speedster out of North Carolina and Shane Simpson. One more good kill here for Vancouver should just about do it. So they try and space out this Mammoth defense. Good pick from Sheridan. Ball driving, steps back, loads up, scores! There he is! Keegan Ball, another shorty for Vancouver, and they're within one. With Ball's first of the evening.
Back-to-back shorthanded goals playing an impact here for the Vancouver Warriors. Their comeback being mounted in shorties. We thought taking penalties would work to their advantage, but Keegan Ball skips one low across the carpet. He's thrown everything in the kitchen sink at Dylan Ward tonight. A lot of bodies in front, a lot of traffic, and a seeing eye shot to make it a one-goal game. It hasn't been this way, Jake, since 2-1.
Stick down low to the turf that he's going to shoot low. And look, Ball did that, but he gave it just the slightest little skip off the turf that had it going upwards into the goal when it reached Ward. But there's a six-pack, a sock trick for the Royal City's finest, Will Malcolm. What a game.
Yeah, you're not going to see any socks rain down here. I think sock trick invented in Denver. But for the Colorado Mammoth, Will Malcolm getting a sock trick, 6 goals here tonight in Rogers Arena.
There's nothing fancy
no one's
about that.
saluting him, but just heat check. Everything falling tonight for Malcolm. Again, it's kind of a different kind of shot. He's gone upstairs. This time kind of goes mid-range, glove high, hip high.
Still plenty of time here. Just down 2 for Vancouver, but extra possessions here for the Mammoth will help the cause. Looking for a little pick and pop. Not there. Now Malcolm isolated. Oh, how did he catch that? In between a double team, and Lee somehow found the ball in his pocket. But Delbianco able to make the stop, and we will take our final break of the evening. Big finish from Rogers Arena is right around the corner. And there's a dagger of a goal right there from the former Warrior and Dylan McIntosh.
Goes so strong towards the net, Dylan McIntosh. Just kind of shrugs the push off from Reese Callies, which is not an easy man to beat one-on-one. But Dylan McIntosh has the size and the speed and the finish to make that one look pretty. 10-7, the Mammoth hit double digits.
Ooh, close to the crease as well as they're having a look at the iPad down on the Warriors bench. They'll keep the challenge flag in the pocket. And the face-off won by Colorado. And now a ball loose in the neutral zone here. Knock got to get it across center. Lobs it up for grabs. It's knocked down and back across center, but off a Warrior stick. Play on.
15 of 19.
And now Tim Edwards knocked down, and Colorado really dominating the face-off dot now.
Now 15 of 19 at the X for Colorado.
Now Knock in the middle, wide open, stopped by Delbianco. As Connor Knock might not get a better look than that the rest of the season. Wide open on top of the crease, one-on-one with Delbianco. He will go for a run. There's Will Malcolm. I'm sure has a healthy contingent of friends and family in tow tonight. A little floater down on the crease. Vela stepped in the crease, and here comes the breakout for Vancouver. Nice move for Reed Bowering. Gonna force it. Backhand shot right on into the stick.
Oh, that was cheeky. That's just how good Dylan Ward's been tonight. Down low, up high, transition, everything.
Well, I don't mind that take either in transition. Down 3 late in the game. You get a chance to kind of... Here comes Vancouver again. Owen Grant will push ahead. He's got a trailer and Matt Beers coming. Grant, oh man, slipped down and Grant got the shot off, but Dylan Ward, once again, I mean, he has regained his form now, and he's moving off to Ontario soon after spending a lot of time in Denver. The birth of his second child, moving a little closer to home, to his wife's family. Well, Down to 95 seconds here now, and down 3 are the Warriors. King into the middle, kick it off. Here's ball dancing in. Oh, tried to play it back to King. Probably should have shot it, and they'll come up empty on that possession. Well, it's a game of keep away now here for Colorado. They think 10's enough, and they're probably right. Vela will get a pretty good look there, but Delbianco with the answer, and he's on his horse again to the Vancouver bench. Into the final minute we go. Both teams up over 40 shots here tonight now. But it's really been a goaltending battle. And Dylan Ward has been exceptional. Dixon gonna draw a call. Gonna draw a double team. This Connor Cook, Brad, he gets under the skin of the opponent no matter who it is.
Yeah, I love the heart and the hustle from Connor Cook. He really, man cup, he became one of my favorite defensive players to watch. The Lethbridge native, just 5'10", third-round draft pick. Scrapped his way into this league, but got into 17 games last year.
Here we go. Charlene Beatties looking behind the goal. Oh, Sheridan was wide open in the middle. It's Charlotte Beatties, sits up top here for King, shooting, shoulder save Ward, loose ball swatted back by King. Down to 20 seconds, Dixon loading, shooting, another stop for Ward, a loose ball for Gillis, trying to get away from pressure, he's gonna lob it down the floor, and it'll go wide of the goal, but now we're under 10, and the Mammoth are gonna win this game. One more chance, no, not gonna happen, into the corner it goes. And the Mammoth will continue their strong play against Vancouver as they win their season opener on the road against the Warriors by a final score of 10-7, all off the strength of 6 goals and 2 assists for Will Malcolm.
Yeah, they have